Hello, everyone. This is Kurt.
And I'm Leanne,
Of course, we represent natural building, body, and spirit.
where we do things naturally.
Okay, just want to do a quick updated video. What's upcoming for MBBS for 2018. And I just want to let you know, just a little heads up. Of course, I've been busy teaching, of course, but also ahead of two after school programs. Not ahead of, but working with some young men in middle school and also some young men in elementary schools. Because, I love what I do. There's nothing like it, working with kids, especially ones at middle school, but also starting with kids in elementary to get them build up to the level that they need to get to be successful educational in life there. But also, Leanne, give you a quick update of what's been going on with her as well.
So the past year I have been in school working on my occupational therapy assistant degree, and starting today I started my 4 months of clinicals. So 4 months and maybe, a couple weeks I should be a full-fledged occupational therapy assistant. So the next 4 months are going to be kind of crazy for me. Not that I never have a crazy schedule, but I'll be doing clinicals in the daytime, and I will be working in the evening and on weekends, Saturdays, not both, but on Saturdays I teach CPR, first aid, and in a combo class. So that's what we've been up to. It's been quite challenging. So we wanted to first and foremost say Happy New Year to everybody.
Yes, Happy New Year.
And now we're going to talk about 2018.
All right, just give you a little rundown. Just saying we're going to put more training videos together and definitely more nutritional video. Also some videos definitely on prepping food and living a healthier life there. But tonight we want to talk about something which we hear it all the time, of course, every year, that New Year's resolution. Me personally, I don't make New Year's resolutions because, like I said, none of us are perfect, and it's very hard, difficult for anybody. I only want one perfect person I know of, and that's me personally, that's Jesus there. But as far as anything else, anybody walking this earth, there's no perfect situation. It's the key to it is management. But the biggest thing that everybody's been talking about, you hear it all the time, the word detoxing. And tonight, I'm just going to explain briefly about the detoxing, not just the food, but the detoxing of mind. And Leanne going to explain the detoxing of the purpose of food detoxing as well. So, but first of all, I'll talk about detoxing the mind. What I'm saying is there's no such thing as you don't face negative situations every single day. And what I mean by that, we want to try to make changes, but the key to it, we should be making things of how can we deal with the negativity that we got to deal in life. Because as we know, that's the mental aspect of it. And when you're going to try to make that choice of detoxing the mental aspect, especially dealing with people, that is a very difficult task for anybody that's in this world, because you're dealing with even people you don't know. For example, you could be stuck in traffic, or somebody pull out in front of you, somebody driving too fast. Driving too slow in the fast lane, or somebody pull out in front of you or make a wrong move while you're driving. Of course, what do? I don't think too many people sit there and say, oh, that was so great. No, you're going to the negative mindset, or you might walk in a workplace. You might say hello to somebody. Somebody don't even say nothing to you. And that could affect your mind choices, and especially with things that's going on in this world. There's a lot of detoxing things that will tox up your brain, especially with social media, and so it's very difficult to make a choice of things in life that got to deal with that we don't realize that really affects us mentally. For us to detox the mentally aspect, remember, my quick tip to you, you got to replace it with something. What I mean that if I hear people say, I'm not going to hang around all these negative people detoxing, I don't mean no harm. If you're a person that go out to a bar, for example, what do you think you're signing up for? You're going into a toxin situation. How do you detox that? Maybe go to the gym. Replace it with something. That's how you effectively get rid of detoxation with anybody, to detox your body, with people in general. The only way you can do that, you have to replace it. It's something that mentally affects you with something on a positive note. And like I said, it's very difficult to detox your brain. And we think about, oh, it's always food. No, you have to detox the brain, which means rethinking, as I say, renewing the mind. So that's just my quick tip about that in order for you to detox things out of the brain, you have to replace it with something else or something happy, something that's going to make you feel good and something that makes you accountable, that you can handle. All right?
So when we talk about, our New Year's, people make New Year's resolutions, which is your choice to make a New Year's resolution. But when we talk about those, let's think about this. It's like using the word diet. When we use the word diet, when we talk about food, we kind of are setting ourselves up for failure, because diet means we're eliminating stuff that we want. It means we can't have it. So when we do have it, we automatically feel like we fail. So when we make resolutions, which there's nothing wrong if you make a resolution, look at what you're making a resolution about. Is it to go to the gym and get fit? Is it to eat healthy? Is it I want to lose a certain amount of weight? Is it, you want to, like Kurt said, detox yourself from negativity and whatnot? And you have to, like he was saying, when you were detoxing your brain, you have to replace it with something positive. Well, when we look at this for food and exercise, you need to break that. Whatever your goal is, break it down every little bit of it and work on it bit by bit. That way, if you meet your goal, you've got that little check mark. You're not like, if you don't meet it, it was something small, work on something else, and then go back to it. But when we make these huge goals in life, especially when it comes to health and fitness, we kind of are setting ourselves up for failure. That's just my opinion, but But when we talk about eating and detoxing all this holiday food out of our bodies and stuff like that, the biggest thing is, let's look at this. The winter time, we all get this layer. It doesn't, you can call it whatever you want. We'll just leave it at layer, okay? We all get this layer that our body, it's trying to keep ourselves warm. Think about how cold it is right now. So we get this layer that helps keep our body warm. But when we look at it by stepping on the scale or by the way that our clothes fit or whatever, we are we get upset, we're disappointed, whatever. Trust me, I've been going through that for the past couple months or so. I'm like, what is going on? Well, then we get discouraged, and then we start making wrong food choices. So the biggest thing, like one of the things that Kurt and I've been doing the past few weeks and whatever, it's not that we never eat healthy, but one thing that we weren't doing is that healthy food that we were eating, we weren't exactly measuring it out or anything. So when we're very, very active, like, and we've got the heat and everything else, we can burn it off pretty quickly. But during the winter time, it takes a little bit more effort. So we've started measuring our foods. The other thing is that we've been trying to add more vegetables and more fruit, and and as Kurt pointed out to me, as a female, I don't eat a lot of protein. I'm not a huge meat eater, so I don't eat a lot of protein. So like he said, I need to add a little bit more, not just have a salad with nothing on it, but I need to add a little bit more protein into my diet. The thing is that coming up to the next part of this is that I already told you guys, in the next 4 months, I've got a crazy schedule. It's not like I've never had a crazy schedule, but I'm going to be going from a clinical, say, job to another job, and it's basically going to be about 12 to 18 hours of work before I even get home to be able to like sit down, rest my brain, everything else. And then Kurt and I are still going to try to keep up a workout schedule, more so for me, but this is the easiest time for me to grab like that easy food, grab those snacks, grab chips, anything to kind of keep, keep me awake, but two, it's going to be tired and I'm going to be stressed. So look at your schedule, look at what you're doing, think about what you can do to, pre-plan. It does take a lot to, maybe let's rephrase it. It may not take a lot to prepare your food, but it is time consuming. And when we're tired, we don't want to prepare our food. It's easier to grab that quick fix stuff. So our take to you when you're detoxing your body, look at some of these fruits and vegetables. Celery is a great vegetable, cucumbers, stuff to lose water weight, and salads, but make sure that you are measuring that out, watch the dressing that you put on it. Look at your protein intake. Instead of, if you're not a huge meat eater, him and I do veggie crumbles, but look at that and make small choices. It's easy to do and you can do it, and we're here to help.
Okay, and just to finish it up, like I said, we were showing you some examples of things of detoxing the body, because just very quickly, like some people do the Daniel fast. that scripture, when you're reading it over and over again, Daniel was already eating vegetarian style. And so, and of course, he wanted to show people that he can eat vegetarian style and still be able to do the same thing as anybody else. But the moral to the story, even though he detoxed his body for over 10 days, he stayed with the same eating plan. So when I hear people always say, I'm going to put this food back in me, I'm okay. No, if you feel better than you ever felt, that means to stay on the eating plan. That's the purpose of the Daniel fast. And that's the main thing. If you're feeling good about something, you can't take a chance of going back. If you got something that you've been detoxed and you feel better mentally about it, stay away from it. Don't go back to it. Don't test it, because when you go back, you can go back in full force. So like I said, we just want to give you a quick update of things going on for 2018. Look for definitely more training videos, more than ever, because we're going to upbeat the things for 2018. Until next time, everyone, please have a wonderful night, day, tomorrow morning, of course. Everything's back to normal, and it's a new year. So Happy New Year's once again.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.